देखो उस दिन स्वीटेश का वो किया था ना, तो अनुराग की मम्मी ने
Good afternoon, dear teachers, students. 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 Students.
Today, we will learn about multiplication of integers. Today, we will learn about multiplication of integers. Today,
And again, we are just trying to explore. Yes. We can go through different apps. So Diksha app, I hope all of you have downloaded. And let's see some content regarding multiplication of integers. Okay, so when you go to the chapter here, there are explanation contents, as you can see. Fine. Now closure property, commutative property, we have seen already. Once you may explore them, now I'm just starting
today we will learn about multiplication of integers. In many situations, it becomes necessary to find multiplication of integers. For example, if a person deposits 500 rupees for 3 times in a bank account, then the amount deposited can be found by the product of positive 3 and positive 500. Similarly, if he withdraws 200 rupees for 3 times from his account, then the amount withdrawn can be found by the product of 3 and minus 200.
So we know that when we deposit, we count it as positive, and when we withdraw, we count it as negative. So here we have minus of 2003 times. Fine. Can anybody please comment the answer? What would be the answer here? Three multiply by minus 200. Minus 600. Yes.
In such situations, it is necessary to understand the multiplication of integers. Let's learn the multiplication of integers in a fun way. There are 2 types of buttons here. One is red and the other one is blue.
So this way you may also try to do it home. Fine. Actually, I was thinking to tell you in the morning itself, but I thought that first let us see and then you can implement it in the same manner. So take 2 different color identical things, like they have taken buttons here.
Let's assume the value of red button as positive 1 and the value of blue button as negative 1. Using these buttons, let's understand multiplication of 2 positive integers. Suppose we take 2 red buttons and make a group. Then the value of one group will be positive 2. If we make 3 such groups, then what will be their total value? In order to find this, we will add positive 2 3 times. This can be expressed in the form of multiplication as positive 3 into positive 2. Here, the second number represents the value of the group and the first number including the plus sign represents the number of groups added. Since there are 6 red buttons in total, we can say that the result of positive 3 into positive 2 is positive 6. Similarly, for any two positive integers, the result of a multiplication is always positive.
So here we can also think in the same manner, same sign, positive, okay?
Now, let's learn multiplication of two negative integers. Suppose we take one red and one blue button. Then what will be their value? Since positive 1 plus negative 1 is equal to 0, the value of one red and one blue button is 0. First, we take 6 red and 6 blue buttons and make 6 groups out of it. Since the red and blue buttons are equal in number, the value of these 6 groups will be 0. Now let's make a group of 2 blue buttons and make 3 such groups. Can you tell what will be the value of one such group? You are absolutely right. The sum of minus 1 and minus 1 will be minus 2. If we take out 3 groups having 2 blue buttons whose value is minus 2, then we will express it as minus 3 into minus 2. Here,
2 negative, okay, minus 3 times of minus 2. The value of the group means each group is having how many negative buttons? 2. And they are total 3.
The second number represents the value of the group and the first number including the minus sign represents the number of groups taken out. After taking them out, we are left with 6 red buttons whose value is positive 6. This means minus 3 into minus 2 is equal to plus 6.
What happened here? They have taken out the negative, so what they left with? Only positive integers. Okay?
Therefore, we can say that multiplication of any two negative integers always result in a positive integer.
The product of two negative integers always result in a positive integer. We will see it, we will explore it more.
You can understand it with the following pattern. As you can see here, the first number is as it is and the second number is decreased by 1.
Okay, yesterday we have done the pattern. Fine. हमने कल किस तरह से पैटर्न किया था and here they are telling us to explore another pattern. So if we have yesterday the one which we have seen, like we have taken from a positive number 5, suppose 5 in 2, then 4 multiplied by 2, yes, then 3, then 2, then 1, 0, then we went to minus of 1. So we took only 1 as negative. Now here what is happening? Minus 3 is same and the other number
due to which the result is increasing by positive 3. By adding 3 to minus 9 gives minus 6. Adding 3 to minus 6 gives minus 3 and adding 3 to minus 3 gives 0. Similarly, by adding 3 to 0 gives 3. Adding 3 to 3 gives 6 and by adding 3 to 6 gives 9.
This I just want to
Similarly, by adding 3
all of you, हो क्या रहा है हम plus 3 क्यों कर रहे हैं? Because you can see that we are decreasing the negative, okay? यहाँ पर हम negative को decrease कर रहे हैं, तो हम plus 3 count कर रहे हैं हर बार, minus 9 plus 3 minus 6 plus 3 minus 3 plus 3 0.
3 to 0 gives 3. Adding 3 to 3 gives 6 and by adding 3 to 6 gives 9.
So is it clear to everyone here? Can you all able to observe this pattern? The product of two negative, it means you are reducing negative. अगर हम नेगेटिव को कम करेंगे तो हमें क्या रिजल्ट मिलेगा? We will obviously get positive. Okay?
By this pattern also, you can understand that multiplication of any two negative integers is always a positive integer. Therefore, we can say that the product of any two integers with the same sign is always positive. In general, to find the product of integers with same signs, we will multiply them ignoring the sign and add plus sign to the result. Now, let's understand the multiplication of a positive integer.
So whether both are positive or both are negative, the answer will be positive. Yes? Garima, don't worry about this link, it will be shared.
And a negative integer. We will understand this by finding the value of plus 3 into minus 2. Here, the second number is minus 2, which represents the value of the group. Therefore, we need to make a group of two blue buttons. Since the first number is plus 3, we need to add 3 such groups. By doing so, we will get 6 blue buttons whose value is minus 6. Thus, plus 3 into minus 2 is equal to minus 6. Here is a group of red and blue buttons and there are 6 such groups. Since the values of red and blue buttons are opposite, the total value of the group will be 0. Now, what if we take out a group of 2 red buttons and 3 such groups? How shall we express it in mathematics? Think for a while. You got it right. Since we are making a group of 2 red buttons, the second number will be positive 2. And since we are taking out 3 such groups,
yesterday we have seen this on number line. Yes? 2 multiplied by minus 3 or minus 3 multiplied by 2. So how many groups are there? There are 3 groups. But they are of positive 2.
the first number will be minus 3. After taking them out, 6 blue buttons will remain. That is, minus 3 into plus 2 will be equal to minus 6.
Is it okay? They are both positive and negative. And if we are removing the positive one, we left with negative here.
Therefore, we can say that the multiplication of one positive integer and one negative integer is always negative. That means the product of two integers with different signs is always negative. In general, to find the product, we multiply the integers ignoring the signs and prefix the result with a minus sign. Product of integers can also be done on the number line. Let's learn it in a fun way. Suppose a person is standing at point 0. 0 is considered as the origin. Positive integers are related to the right side of the origin and negative integers are related to the left side of origin. If the first number is positive, then it means a person is looking towards the right direction. Similarly, if the number is negative, then the person is looking to the left direction.
Okay, positive means right and negative means left here. Now let's see.
Similarly, if the second number is positive, then the person has to move in a forward direction. And if it is negative, he has to move backwards. In this situation, positive 3 into positive 2, the first number is positive. That means the person is looking towards the right. And since the second number is also positive, he will take 3 steps of 2 unit distance in forward direction.
First one for the direction, second one for the movement. In right direction.
Therefore, the result of multiplication is positive 6. In minus 3 into plus 2, the first number is negative. That means the person is looking towards left. And since the second number is positive, he will take 3 steps of 2 unit distance in forward direction. Therefore, the result of the multiplication is negative 6. In positive 3 into minus 2, the first number is positive. That means the person is looking towards right. And
Now minus 2, you tell me whether he will go forward or backward. Yeah, you do the buttons activity. I will try to share another one for dice, I think. For minus 2, yes, he will go backward. Minus 2.
Since the second number is negative, he will take 3 steps of 2-unit distance in backward direction. Therefore, the result of multiplication is minus 6. In minus 3 into minus 2, the first number is negative. That means the person is looking towards left. And since the second number is also negative, he will take 3 steps of 2-unit distance in a backward direction.
Looking towards left and going back. Negative of negative. Yes?
Therefore, the result of multiplication will be positive 6. Let's see a simple method to remember these rules. If you hide signs of 2 integers used in multiplication, then the sign which is visible is included in the result. Isn't it easy? Today, we have learned multiplication of integers. In the next video, we will learn some examples related to this topic. Today, we will see examples on multiplication of integers. A shopkeeper withdraws 1,125 rupees every day from his bank account. Find out how much money will be withdrawn from his account in 9 days. In this example, we will represent the amount withdrawn from the bank by negative sign. Since the shopkeeper withdraws 1,125 rupees from his bank account every day, the amount withdrawn from the account every day is expressed as minus 1,125. Shopkeeper withdraws the same amount continuously for 9 days. Therefore, the amount withdrawn from the account will be 9 into minus 1,125. Let's find the result of 9 into minus 1,125.
Yes? Try to do it orally, honestly, and answer. Fine.
Here, a positive integer is getting multiplied with a negative integer. Can you tell how we can multiply one negative and one positive integer? Think for a while. Let me tell you. First, we will multiply their numeral values. The product of 9 into 1,125 will be 10,125. We already know that when a positive integer is multiplied with a negative integer, then the product is always a negative integer. Therefore, the result will be minus 10,125. That means in 9 days, a total of 10,125 rupees will be withdrawn from the shopkeeper's bank account.
So I think we got a hint that where to use integers. Yes? Here we saw a very good example that withdrawing of money is negative, and for 9 days when we are counting, so with a negative sign minus of 10,125 means withdraw money. So it is an application of multiplication of integers. So try to think in the same manner, create your questions.
Look at the following pattern. Find the rule of this pattern. As you can see, that product of 2 negative integers is positive. Product of 3 negative integers is negative. Product of 4 negative integers is positive. Product of 5 negative integers is negative. Product of 6 negative integers is positive. Similarly, product of 7 negative integers is negative.
So I think all of you got the pattern. Then sing. Tell me the answer. What we understood from this pattern. If you take negative number even number of times, negative multiplied even number of times become positive or negative. अगर हम इवन टाइम्स देख रहे हैं 2 4 6 सभी में आंसर क्या आ रहा है हमारा 2 times 4 times 6 times. Yes, it will be positive. Fine.
Therefore, we can say that if the number of negative integers getting multiplied is even, then the product is a positive integer. If the number of negative integers getting multiplied is odd, then the product is a negative integer. This rule is applicable for multiplication of any two or more negative integers. Using this rule, you can find the sign of this product without actually carrying out multiplication.
Okay, just please tell me the sign of this last product. -3 multiplied by -4 multiplied -6 multiplied -7. Is it positive or negative? Even or odd? Negative multiplied 4 times. Positive. Obviously positive. Yes.
Here, the product of -3 into -4 into -6 into -7 is a positive integer because the number of negative integers is even.
Is it clear to everyone? Anybody has to say anything? यथार्थ बढ़वई को क्या नहीं समझा? यथार्थ look it carefully here. जब हम माइनस को 2 टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं ना, if we are multiplying two negative integers, fine. Minus of 1 multiplied by minus of 1. Minus into minus 2 negative become positive. सबसे पहले हमको ये समझना है ना कि जो दो नेगेटिव है उनका प्रोडक्ट क्या आता है पॉजिटिव. Why the product of two negative is positive? If we see again, if we start with the pattern, okay, suppose now if I will take minus of 3 multiply by 2. What is the answer? I know it's minus of 6. Fine. Yes, it's minus 6. And if you multiply minus 3 just one time, minus 3 one time becomes . . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . 3 . minus 3. Now please tell me who is greater, minus 6 or minus 3? Which is greater? You know obviously minus 3 is greater. तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हमने नेगेटिव को कम किया है ना, पहले हम नेगेटिव को 2 टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाई किए, then we multiplied negative only 1 time. Now we will continue this. Minus 3 multiplied by 0 will become 0. Now minus 3 multiplied by minus 1. What should be the answer? नेगेटिव मल्टीप्लाइड बाय नेगेटिव. अभी हमने उस बॉय को देखा कि नेगेटिव मींस ही इज टर्न टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट, बट अगेन नेगेटिव मींस ही इज गोइंग बैकवर्ड. वो जब लेफ्ट से बैक जाएगा है ना, यस दिस इज लेफ्ट, सो ही हैज टू गो बैकवर्ड. It is positive of 3. So yeah, third midway we got it that negative into negative become positive. Minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 become plus 6. So in the same manner हमने क्या देखा कि if we see minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 become plus 1. Okay, and minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. So यहाँ पर क्या हो जाएगा, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1 multiplied by minus 1 become minus 1. I think you all got it. Let's see one more example if you all can try. Okay, so please tell me minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by minus 2. How we can solve? The first step is negative into negative. Sakshi answer, yes, plus 4. Now it become minus 8. So 3, for 3 the answer is negative. But if we take in this continuous manner, suppose if we want to 4 negative, minus 8 multiplied by minus 2 the third midway you answer it now become plus 65.
Similarly, the product of minus 3 into minus 4 into minus 5 into minus 6 into minus 7 will be negative because
how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 negative terms. So
the number
odd
of negative
terms.
integers is odd. Today, we have seen the examples on multiplication of integers. In the next video, we will see misconceptions related to this topic.
See some misconceptions.
Today, we will see few misconceptions related to multiplication of integers. While teaching multiplication of integers, the teacher asked this question. Find the result of minus 2 into minus 5. Soumya has given minus 10 as an answer and Samir has given 10 as an answer. Who gave the correct answer according to you? Sometimes the concept of multiplication of two negative integers is not understood properly. Product is calculated ignoring the signs and the result 10 is obtained. But the concept is misunderstood as when two negative numbers are multiplied, the product is a negative number. With this understanding, minus sign is included before 10. Therefore, Soumya's choice of answer as option 1 is incorrect. Correct understanding is that the product of any two negative integers is always a positive integer. Therefore, while multiplying two negative integers, first we will multiply the numerical value of both the integers and then plus sign is added to the result. Thus, the correct result of minus 2 into minus 5 is obtained as plus 10. That means Samir has given the correct answer.
The product of two negative multiplied by negative. What we are doing actually, see, when we multiply negative multiply by positive, negative को जब आप positive times add कर रहे हैं, so what we are doing, we are increasing positive, we increase negative, sorry, like minus 3 multiplied by 4. So minus 3 multiplied by 4 means आप जो 4 को है वो नेगेटिव टाइम्स इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं. So the answer is minus of 12. But negative 3 multiplied by negative 4 becomes reduce negative. And reduce negative.
Misconception 2. One day, Akash's father has asked him a funny question. Question was, what is the result of minus 1 into minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 4 into minus 5? Akash has given 120 as an answer. Is this the correct answer? Many times while multiplying two or more integers, numeral values are multiplied and the result is obtained as 120. But there is an incorrect understanding of the signs to be included in the result. Most of the times, while finding the product of integers, it is understood that the product of two or more negative integers is a positive integer. But option 1 is an incorrect answer.
So go and fill the attendance.
Today, we have seen few misconceptions relating to the multiplication of integers.
Fine. Thank you everyone. I hope all of you have submitted attendance. If anybody left, submit your attendance. So do the homework on pattern and submit. Only 23 students have submitted their attendance.